Hey everyone, Scott here. Today we're diving into a topic that sometimes causes a lot of stress and frustration for job seekers and those seeking promotions. It's the resume. And let's be honest, there's a ton of opinions out there on what makes a great resume. Some of those opinions are valid and others are not so much. But one thing, I've been hiring globally for over 3 decades. I've seen everything from standout resumes to resumes you can't delete fast enough. I'm here to take the frustration, the stress away from resumes and the whole concept of putting a resume together. Now, in today's video, we're going to cover the essentials, the fundamentals on how to build a resume that works, but we're mostly going to be focused on the US job market. But don't worry, if you're job hunting internationally, stay tuned. We'll be covering that, other geographies, cultures, and differences about resume, CV in future videos. So this is just the beginning. And one more thing before we dive into this, it's generic advice. If you're looking for tips that are specific on your industry or you as a person or where you are in your career, really the nitty gritty of really what works, reach out to me. I offer coaching services. We can talk more about that later, but right now let's just dive into this. All right, first things first, let's talk about the purpose of the resume. And this is a confusing part for many people, but it's honestly very simple. The whole point of the resume is to make someone take action on you as a candidate. That's it. It's not meant to tell your life story. It's not meant to show everything you've done since high school. It really, the goal of the resume is to create enough intrigue, enough interest to get someone to want more, to contact you, and to set up an interview, to start the conversation. That's it. Think of your resume as a Coke advertisement. You've seen those ads, right? They don't just sit there and explain the ingredients of Coke and give you a 10-minute breakdown on how it's made. Nope. They show you a cold, refreshing bottle and bam, you're suddenly thirsty and you want to run out and buy one. They create desire within a few key visuals and messages. That's exactly what your resume should be. It's not about overwhelming the hiring manager with information. It's about sparking enough interest for them to say, I need to talk to this person. Your resume should force action in a good way. That's the only purpose of the resume, is to create action in you. Okay, number 2 here. Keep it simple and keep it focused is really the summary. Now, how do we make that happen? Simplicity is the key. Too often people get caught up in trying to cram everything they've ever done into a couple pages on a resume. And I totally get why you're trying to show off your experience, but trust me, less is more. Hiring managers are scanning through dozens, often hundreds of resumes. They don't read every word. They're just scanning. They're spending, and I'll talk about this later, they're spending seconds on a resume. What they're looking for is signals. They're looking for the qualified person. You have to be critical and really laser focused on really what matters most. Think of your resume as prime real estate. You only have a few seconds to make that first impression and create interest. All right, the next topic is really tailoring your resume to the job you want. Now, here's where things get a bit more personal. Your resume should not be one size fits all. And I know it's tempting to have a generic version of your resume that you send to everyone, but that's not going to get you interviews. Tailoring your resume to your specific job and the specific job you're applying for is crucial. This is critical. Let's go back to the Coke example. Coke doesn't use the exact same ad in every market. They tweak that ad depending on who they're targeting. Remember, you got to talk to your audience. Same product, different message. Your resume should do absolutely the same. Focus on your skills and experience that are really more relevant in the job that you're applying to. Tweak the language. Match the job description. Put keywords in that match exactly what the company is looking for. Many companies use an applicant tracking system to search resumes and filter resumes. You got to have this personalized information that matches the job description, that matches what the company's looking for in your resume. And it shows that you're kind of paying attention. Now, here's the kicker. I recommend you put all of this information into one page. Don't go longer than one page. Why? The bottom line is the last study that I looked at 8 years ago, that companies spend 4 seconds looking at your resume. Do you think they're going to read through 2 or 3 pages? And honestly, are they going to read through one page? Not really. But they're going to glance at your resume. You need to make it stand out. You need to get through the ATS, and you need to make it specific. You can do this. It isn't hard. It just requires focus and knowledge on what you're trying to accomplish. All right, we've talked about the purpose of the resume, the goal of the resume, and how to make it work for you. But here's the kicker. This is generic advice. Every industry is different, and what works here may not work for somebody else. Everybody's in a different area of their career, some early, some late in their career. Your accomplishments, your goals, all those things that I would tell you to put on a resume, you got to target it differently. You got to customize it. And this is where working with someone like me could really help. Again, I offer personalized one-on-one coaching, and I can help you not only create a resume, put a strategy together, help you in the interview process, and more importantly, help you negotiate the best offer possible, make you stand out, take away the stress. And if that's something you're interested in, feel free to reach out to me. Meantime, keep these tips in mind, and remember, your resume should be a great ad. Simple, clear, tempting enough to get them to pick up the phone and call you. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you agree with anything I said, make a note below. Put it in the comments. If you disagree, I'm open to that too. If you've got other opinions on resumes or strategy, put it in the comments below. And here's what I'm going to do. If you put help in the comments below, I'm going to pick a handful of people that I'm going to reach out to, and I will help you and give you critique, a brief 15-minute critique on your resume. So put help in the comments below if you actually want help and some guidance and my 2 cents on your resume and potentially how to make it more effective. List it below. But thank you very much for watching.